Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to or back to my channel. Are you new? Have you been before? It doesn't matter. You're welcome. Welcome one, welcome all. Welcome to this space. Disclaimer, I still have a cold. Disclaimer, I still have paint on my hands from the painting expedition I did with my Tarot Advent Journal. More on that coming very soon. But today we are talking about December's decks and intentions. I'm going to say that the decks I used in November are still here for December. So if you want to see those decks, I will link November's decks and intentions video in the description box. Those are the decks that are still being used. Excuse me. I'm still working with shadow work. I'm still working with my inner mausoleum. I'm still working with my fallen angel facet, and I'm still working with the newly discovered, actually, I'm going to say, facets in the darkness in my inner mausoleum. So the the gothic vibes are continuing into December. New decks that are joining my rotation, well, that would be the Season of the Witch, Yule Oracle, and even I think this is an indie deck. It's a Swedish deck, the Winter Witches Oracle. Let's start with the Season of the Witch, Yule Oracle. I'm sure you've seen it. You might even have it. This is a deck that gets the least use out of my Season of the Witches. Excuse me. Sorry, apologies. This is the deck that gets the least use in this series of decks. And that is because I find December and Christmas quite a difficult time due to family dynamics. I find it's a time that I kind of get this kind of, there's a lot of kind ofs going on in that last sentence. Apologies. This blanket of like sadness descends upon me in December, unfortunately. And so I do find, when I've put this forward previously, I found it quite triggering. Excuse me. However, I'm going to try this year to bring it forward again. And when I brought it forward a couple of days ago, I had forgotten that this was the first artist that created or did the artwork for this deck. And this obviously reminds me of the Samhain deck, which I find quite dark. And I think this one feels a bit dark as well, which kind of slots in nicely with my dark academia vibes. I mean, you know, it has got a bit of a darker theme, I think. You know, it's not all, you know, baubles and snowmen. I feel there's a darker thread going through this deck. So I'm really looking forward to bringing it out, and I think it's going to pair nicely with my other decks as well in rotation this month. So that was the Season of the Witch, which I'm sure you've got. Love the green. This was a deck that I purchased last year as a Christmas present to myself. I didn't use it because I again fell into that depression over Christmas, and this just makes me sad to use it. And it's not just about Christmas, it's about, obviously you can't read this, but this says oranges. To be happy is the biggest form of success. Ice skates, continue forwards, you're on the right path. I'm not going to read them all, but you know, it just, yeah, the what's the word? The images just turned out to be quite triggering for me, and so they just made me sad, and so I just put it away, to be honest. But I'm going to try again this year because I do really like it. I like the artwork, and I like the keywords, which of course you can't read unless you read Swedish. But you know, yeah. So I'm going to try. I'm going to try. So that's another one that's adding to my rotation for December. Another 2 decks that are coming into rotation. This is being pulled forward from November. I purchased this right at the end of November, and even the Cozy Witch Tarot. Let's talk about this one first. This was on my list as an alternative for my Tarot Advent deck. This is not the deck I chose. I chose the oh, what's it called? It's not called the American Gothic. It's called the Bohemian Gothic Tarot is what it's called. And I mentioned in that video that I want to use this deck as like a liminal deck, which is also something I'm working with within my shadow work this month, or right at the moment. So I'm hoping this one's going to get a look in. I like this a lot. I like this shield a lot. This kind of, I don't know why, and it gives me that nudge towards my servitor work that I've been working with in November, and I'm continuing with also in December. Spoiler alert. So yes, that one hopefully is going to be used this month. I'm sure you've seen the Cozy Witch. I'm thinking of bringing that into rotation because I'm doing a lot of shadow work this month, and generally, as mentioned, December is quite a heavy month for me. It brings up a lot of, can I say heartache? Is that the right word to use? I don't know. I haven't edged mine. These are the backs, and I really want to edge mine. I saw Chanel Days. They had edged theirs in like a peachy colour, and I really liked it, and I think I might steal their idea. Sorry, Chanel Days, I do apologise, but I just really liked your choice. So I think I want to copy. Hashtag sorry, not sorry. Hashtag very sorry. I am very sorry, but I'm still going to, I think, choose peach. Anyway, I really like this deck, and I find it very gentle. I also have Amanda Lovelace's poetry books, so that might also possibly be something that, gets a bit of a look in, gives a bit of a peekaboo in December. We shall have to see how December pans out for me. I do have some time off at the end of December. I've taken about 2 weeks holiday. So happy. I really need some time off. So yes, I'm thinking this is going to be in rotation. If I need a bit of a soft, squidgy, supportive deck, this is the one I'm going to go to. So yes, those are the decks. Let's talk about some other intentions I've got for December. So one of my intentions for December is Kelly Bear's hashtag Tarot Advent practice. I decided to jump on board when I saw their video, and instead of trying to butcher and tell you the concept of the tag, I'm going to instead link Kelly Bear's video in the description box. So go take a look. They explain it excellently. I don't want to put you through me trying to explain it to you here. The basic premise is that we're going to be drawing 3 cards each day, and we're going to be using those cards to create a spread, create a poem, create maybe a playlist, create some art witchery. The world is our oyster. We decide what we're going to do with the 3 cards. Anywho, why are we here? Where does this lead me, and what am I doing here? Well, I'm actually creating a super duper paper bag journal for this practice. I already had the paper bags at home. As you can see, I'm removing the handles here. And now I'm going to tell you that this was not my idea. I saw this idea from a creator on Instagram. I'm going to link their YouTube walkthrough or how-to video in the description box too. So go take a look for a better walkthrough or a better explanation than what I'm doing here. But basically, I was using paper bags that I had at home, glue that I had at home, all my crafty things that I had at home. So it was a no-cost journal. As you can see here, I folded all the bags, and then I glued down all these little slots. As you'll see, once the journal is completed, this gives me really excellent pockets throughout the journal for maybe spell work, or maybe some art witchery. I'm not really sure as yet, but I do like me a good pocket in my journals. As you'll see, I'm using like this little pink sponge. I got this tip from the creator of this idea, that instead of just using the glue and using a brush, the sponge actually, distributed the glue in a much better, easier, quicker way. So once those were set, I then glued the pages or the paper bags together to create my pages. I used quite a lot of glue to make sure that the journal didn't come apart. And as you'll see, I glued all of my paper bags in the same direction. Obviously, you could do alternate if you wanted to. More about that on the creator's how-to video. Go take a look in the description box. So there we have it. Those are my pages. I still have some other parts to glue down. Before that, I'm going to put my heavy book on to make sure the page is set. So here you can see, oh, whoopsie, some of the pages are stuck together. But you'll see that there are some pockets here as well. I'm going to have to glue those bits down, I think. Let's get that done. Let's glue those bits down. Now, a smart person would have started from the bottom and worked up. I'm not a smart person, so I started from the top and worked down. But it all works out in the end. All's well that ends well. Gluing down these flaps, I'm going to say, just creates more stability within the journal. So almost done and dusted. And there we have it. So this is the first stage of decorating. I decided to take away the handles. Here are some of the pockets, which are super duper fantastic. As you can see, I've got full pages to decorate in any way I want to. I added a bit of a bookmark to the book as well. And I even added some ribbons to close the journal. So it's looking really good. And so this is the final finished, I think almost finished, excuse me, journal. I abandoned the ideas of the handles. I'm actually using the Bohemian Gothic for the deck of the month for the Tarot Advent Challenge or project. So I didn't feel the handles really suited the journal. So I decided instead to use some black ribbon to close the journal and even black ribbon to edge the spine. This was like the corrugated cardboard that you saw at the beginning. This was tissue paper. I just threw some paint at it. I added like a, excuse me, a, what's this called? Bookmark. The back's the same. And I just really like it. And then I painted the pages. This is obviously filming, not obviously because you don't know. I've collaged this, and I'm on the second day. So this was my second day's excuse me, card pulls. This was some music paper that I bought from the charity shop, which I made into an envelope, and this was my day's pull card pull, sorry, and the story that I created from my card pulls. Oh my goodness me, I can't even talk now. Coughing and spluttering, and now I can't even talk. So this is obviously going to be tomorrow's page, which I've already collaged ready, and yeah, and obviously I've added some pockets, and I've got some extra piece of paper. I've made another envelope out of the piano paper. I've got some, like, it looks like parchment paper, but it's actually baking paper, but I won't tell if you won't. And I just really like it that there's all these like pockets going all the way through. This is my super duper bookmark. And there's obviously not so many pages here. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, there we go. There's obviously not so many pages here, but it doesn't matter because it's, you know, it's, what is it going to be? 21 days? No, 25 days, obviously. And my plan is to add some of my readings to the pockets as well. Now, I've even found some collagey bits, which I might add to some of the pages. This kind of thing to decorate it, but you know, watch this space. I know as much as you do at the minute. I'm just flying by the seat of my pants as usual. And I made this morning for today's card pulls. This was lepidolite, selenite, and I found this charm which I just had lying about, which reminds me of this portal that I've got going on within my shadow work. So yeah, I'm actually really impressed with it. I mean, it does the job, and you know, it's for free. Well, I mean, obviously I've purchased the bags when I've been at the supermarket, but you know, it's still free. I had all the stuff at home, so so yeah, I'm a happy bunny, and I'm really enjoying this blooming deck. I didn't doubt that I would, to be quite honest, with the, you know, the gothic aesthetics going on. You know, I didn't really feel I could go wrong with it. But I've been so enjoying the drawers I've been getting. Love this wolf energy. So yes, most intrigued and very excited to see where this is going to take me in December. So yeah, keep your eye out on Instagram if you follow me there. I will probably, you know, post my card updates or card draws, you know, quite regularly. But if you're not following me there, you know, I will direct you to the description box. There you can find all the details. So yeah, follow me on Instagram if you'd like to. I mean, you know, it's not dead exciting, but you know, it's always nice to catch up with people, isn't it? So there we go. I'm most enjoying that practice. Other plans for December? Let's get into it. Okay, I had to make myself a brew to see if it will help my throat. Anyway, okay, so next intention. I don't know if you've seen Candy's recent videos. Candy, Soul and Soil. Love their channel. Love their content. Love Candy. I think they are such a warm, inviting Queen of Pentacles kind of person. Excuse me. My tea's not working. You're sacked, tea, you're sacked. You're not working. Or maybe Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. There's a combination there, I think. Anyway, that's the way that I experience Candy in any case. Anyway, maybe even the Queen of Wands with their creativity. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Whatever. I love Candy's channel. I love their content. I think they are lovely. Anyway, so I was watching a video by them, and they were talking about their December reading list, to be read list. They were talking about their thrifted books that they'd found, and they wanted to kind of expand their Christmas reading shelf. Excuse me, which kind of really got me into the thought of choosing a good book for Christmas. Now, I'm going to link Candy's video in the description box. And Candy was talking about all the different titles that she had gathered from the thrift shop or from the charity shop, excuse me, based around the title, what the cover of the book looked like. If it had like a winter theme, then that was a book that Candy had kind of been drawn to and possibly purchased. So I went to my Christmas December bookshelf, because I do have a bookshelf dedicated to December fiction, and pulled out these beauties, and you're going to see a theme here. Here we go. Christmas at the Mysterious Bookshop, and even Agatha Christie's Hercule Poirot's Christmas. So all my books that are Christmas, with this Christmas theme, they are all murder mystery inspired, because I love murder mysteries. I love Agatha Christie. This one is in Swedish, the rest are in English. I don't think I'm going to get through all of them, because, you know, I do have the plans for December, but I am kind of feeling tempted to read this one or this one. This is one story. This is several different stories by several different writers. So we've got Ellis Peters, Ian Rankin, John Dickinson Carr, just, you know, for an example. So there's quite a few short stories in here, and I think that might be floating my boat for Christmas, or possibly this one, Murder for Christmas. Yes, please. Ooh. So yeah, quite intrigued. So yeah, so Candy's kind of got me into this, you know, the whole reading thing again. But I do really like this one, and I might listen to this one, Hercule Poirot's Christmas, on audiobook, or even fish out my DVD, because I do have it with David Suchet, because I love it. Totally gets me in the Christmas spirit. Obviously, I'm going to be watching Christmas films this season. Scrooged with Bill Murray. I have that on DVD. I'm obviously going to be getting that out, fishing that out. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Fantastic Christmas film. Love that one. That's going to be coming out. Other films I enjoy watching at Christmas. Muppets Christmas Carol, goes without saying, obviously. Possibly Elf, not too sure. Yeah, I have celebrated Christmas since 2017 by myself. That's by choice. Because I just feel like I don't want to, you know, if I can't be with my family at Christmas, can't, but because of the dynamics, you know, I don't really want to be with anybody else. That sounds harsh. Don't cry for me, Argentina. But yeah, so as mentioned, Christmas for me is it's a difficult time of year. But I'm going to have my kitty cats, and, you know, I'm going to cook some nice food and buy a nice bottle of wine and make some nice dessert, and go for a nice crisp walk out in nature on Christmas Day. So yeah, so I just have to have plans so that I don't get into this silly, unhappy thought pattern that I get into sometimes at Christmas. So yes, that deviated quite a bit from the subject, but anywho, that's where we've landed. So how about you? What are your plans for December? What decks are you using? Let me know in the comment section. I would love to know. Are you doing Kelly Bear's Tarot Advent practice, project, challenge? I used the C word, I shouldn't have. Oh, sorry. Let me know in the comment section and let me know what deck you're using, because I'm a nosy mogul and I want to know. Otherwise, I'm going to wish you a very happy December. Take care of yourselves, take care of your families. And yeah, I hope to see you in the next video. Toodaloo.